Alright. Hello everyone, welcome back to another live stream of Raven Plays. I'm your humble host, Raven800. Let me say, it is good to be back, ladies and gentlemen. This month has been one hell of a kick in the balls, man. Let me tell you. But, I'm back. I've had one hell of a fucking month, and I just wanna kick back right now, relax, and play some good old classic Doom. Now, I'm not playing the original, the OG Doom. I'm playing it through a source port. Source port software is called Xandrinum 3.0. But I do own the original WADs. I do own the original games via Steam. So there's that. And yeah, I was gonna play Brutal Doom, but I just feel like playing. I don't really feel like modding anything right now, so I just feel like playing some good old classic boom shooter, you know? So yeah, let's go ahead and dive right in. I did play a little bit earlier. I originally wanted to live stream around like 1 p.m. Eastern Standard, but unfortunately YouTube decided not to record my live stream. So I pretty much played the entire episode of Knee Deep in the Dead by myself, talking to myself. Now, please do let me know if the stream is playing. If it's not, I don't know. But also let me know if the audio levels are good, bad, if the game's too loud, if I'm too loud, what have you. But yeah, go ahead and play some Doom. Knee Deep in the Dead, Ultra Violence. That's some good old-fashioned Doom music right there. I tell you, man, nothing beats a classic, man. Doom, Doom 2, Quake, Quake 2, Wolfenstein 3D even, Return to Wolfenstein. Awesome. Welcome Sentius, welcome Sarah to the stream. Glad to see that the audio levels are good. I do apologize for my excessive coughing and my hoarse throat, or my hoarse voice. I am still kind of recovering from my stint with COVID. I did apparently test positive for it, so I've honestly never watched a playthrough of Doom. Well, you are in for a treat. Doom is basically the quintessential grandfather of first-person shooter games. It basically defined the genre, and even though Doom was more memorable for defining the first-person genre, Wolfenstein 3D was actually its predecessor. Excuse me. But yeah, again, I'm sorry for the coughing. Still recovering from my stint with COVID. Even though I am now breathing better and able to, you know, my experience was pretty bad. But I'm breathing fine. My body is, you know, introducing the antibodies for it. But I still have a bit of a cough, and it's still, you know, it's still purging the gunk out of my lungs. I mean, I've played some of the new one, and I loved it. Oh, really? Okay, cool. So you've played, like, the Doom 2010 Like the new ones. Okay, all right. So you're no stranger to it then. But yeah, ever since I got back from the hospital, I've just been in a mood to just plug and play some good old classic games. So I'm thinking I'm probably, for the next couple live streams or next couple episodes, I'm just gonna upload me playing either Doom or Quake or, you know, other good old games like Turok, maybe even GoldenEye 007. I don't understand why everyone hates GoldenEye 007 now. Everyone used to praise that game for like being like one of the best first-person shooters on the Nintendo 64, and then now everyone suddenly wants to jump on the bandwagon and shit all over. Like, it wasn't really that good. Like, it still holds up. Come on. Fell in love with the demo in less than 2 minutes for real. Nice. Yeah, Doom has kind of, like, id Software has kind of reclaimed its throne when it comes to the Doom shooter. Before the newer Dooms anyway, there were a lot of Doom clones because everyone was trying to scratch that itch. Now, if you guys do want to see me play, you know, the modded version of Doom, which is Brutal Doom, which is the, you know, mod for Doom. It's like the #1 mod. The newest version, I think, is version 21. So if you guys do want to see me play that, I'll go ahead and play that. But just, you know, leave a like and leave a comment in the comments below, letting me know that that's what you want to see. Yeah, it's funny because I remember all of the great games that I've played were all, ironically enough, introduced to me by my father. Because whether he likes to admit it or not, he used to be a gamer. He used to have a computer of his own, and he used to have on his computer games like Doom and Quake and Duke Nukem, Hexen, Heretic. I think it was called Hexen. Maybe it was called Heretic. I forget. But he used to have all of these id Software and Raven Software games. I was switching headsets, so I missed something about a mod. Oh, yeah, there is a mod for Doom called Brutal Doom. And if you guys want me to play it, you know, just let me know in the comments, you know, leave a like and all that stuff, and I'll see about, you know, next time playing through the latest mod for Brutal Doom. Right now, though, I just wanted to play the good old classic, you know, because Brutal Doom's great. Like, don't get me wrong, but it's not Doom. It is a great action game, and it satisfies that badass itch, but it is not Doom. It just amplifies Doom to 11. But anyway, yeah, so I'm just here for the content. So, you know, all the games that I've played in my past have all been introduced to me by my father. I remember as a kid playing, like, I would never be able to play Doom, right? Because my mother and father, they didn't want me playing violent video games. But that didn't stop me from watching my dad play Doom. And my mom used to hate that. She used to hate it when I used to watch my dad play Doom, because she would be like, "Oh my god, I don't like I don't like our son, you know, playing, like, watching these games with violence and guns and stuff like that. And you know, it was funny because me as a kid, I'm being a smartass, right? And I'm just like, Mom, like, I was born and raised in a Christian family, so I'm just like, Mom, you know, Dad is literally fighting through the depths of hell, killing Satan's minions. Like, how much more hardcore Christian can you get? It's surprising me for some reason. What's surprising for you for some reason? I think I missed something. You gotta keep in mind, I apologize in advance, there is a bit of a delay when it comes to the chat. I don't know why. I've been trying to lower the latency of the chat and everything so that people are like, you know, on par with responses and stuff, but for whatever reason YouTube's just really weird about it. About your dad playing video games, sorry. Oh, yeah. My dad used to play video games all the time with me. We actually used to play Halo co-op together, me and him, back when I got an Xbox, and we used to play that together, you know, as a father-son duo, and just got invested in the story and everything. And it was one of the better bonding experiences I had with my father. Because it was like, you know, it was one thing to be his cheerleader as a kid when he was playing Doom. You know, because I used to watch him. We used to have like the couch in the living room, and then behind the couch was the computer, and then behind the computer was the sliding glass door that led to the backyard. And as a kid, I used to prop myself up on the back of the couch and just watch Dad play Doom on the computer. And I was kind of like his little cheerleader, where I would cheer him on, and I'd be like, "Watch out, Dad!" You know, like, you know, anytime he'd get lost, I'd direct him into, you know, to where he needed to go, kind of stuff. And it was one thing, you know, back then to kind of be his cheerleader, and then to finally be able to play a first-person shooter with my dad on the Xbox, you know, couch co-op, playing Halo with him. That was just the most amazing experience in my entire life when it came to bonding with my dad. And I hope that he understands that, that's entirely it. And I hope he understands that, you know, I tried to make him understand, right? Because, yes, it's a video game. Yes, people tend to become addicted to video games because it's an escapism in real life. But at the same time, all of my best bonding memories with him was when we were either playing sports together or playing video games together. And I just want him to understand that, you know, me and him, when it comes to video games, you know, the reason why I love video games so much is because it takes me back to those days when we used to bond together, you know? A wee raven sitting on the couch cheering for his dad. Hell yeah! I used to look up to my dad when I was little. I thought he was so cool taking on the demon spawn of hell. Okay, so back here is a secret, but I don't want to activate the secret just yet. I want to clear out the rest of the stage. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, like, you know, over the years, unfortunately, you know, I got addicted to video gaming because I was trying to escape reality, and Dad unfortunately wasn't part of that, so he didn't really see why, why I was so addicted to video gaming and why I went so deep into it. Why I spent so many hours playing co-op games with friends. He didn't understand, and unfortunately, he just saw it as an addiction. And yeah, it is what it is. But nowadays, now that we've matured, I suppose, and we've kind of spent some years apart, he kind of understands a little bit more why I have such a niche for gaming and stuff like that. And one of the things that I did for his birthday was, thanks to websites like GOG, and websites that basically bring back those good old classic games, I was able to purchase and download an entire roster of video games that he used to play on the PC. You got Doom 2, Duke Nukem, Quake 2, Heretic, Hexen, all of these games that I used to watch him play as a kid. Even the old original Journeyman Project, which was another game that he introduced me to as a kid, that I absolutely fell in love with and made me love the adventure genre of point and click, right? I even had those games, and I basically gave him a thumbstick for his birthday, and I said, Dad, I know that, you and we don't see eye to eye when it comes to video games, but I want you to understand that all of my best experiences with you, not all of them, but most of my best experiences with you were when we used to bond over video games, when I used to be, your cheerleader for Doom, when I used to watch you play these games and then eventually take the mantle and, play these games with you. Those are some of the best moments of my life, and I want you to understand that, these are memories that I cherish of you. And I don't know if he's gone back and played more of the video games that I gave him. Probably not. He's got a way more busier schedule than I do, but just to kind of see him play those games again after so many years and experience them again for the first time in God knows how long, it was pretty, it brought a smile to my face. I got my love for gaming from my biological mother. Oh, really? And I hate her now, but still love the gaming. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to steal your thunder here. It's with my antics. Oh no, you're fine. That's the whole reason of a live stream, to interact with the audience. I forget, was it Quake, Unreal, or Doom that first coined the term telefrag? I don't know. Leave your comments below and let me know what you think. But hell, man, it's like I've been having such a craving for playing like good old classic FPS games. Hell, I might even play Doom 3, and I hated Doom 3 when it first came out. But I mean, it's still a good old classic. I still find it funny how Doom seems to be like the rite of passage for most gamers out there. It's like, oh, you have to play the original Doom on like ultra violence and like, you know, beat the whole fucking game in like one save. Otherwise, you can't call yourself a gamer. And it's like, dude, calm down. It was a great game, but let's just enjoy the game and not like make it a freaking. Let's just enjoy the just enjoy the game for what it is, regardless of the difficulty level, you know? I know about Quake in terms of that game. That's it. That it's a game, but I don't know anything about it. So Quake was kind of like the 3D version of Doom, where you play a character who's going from dimension to dimension and destroying these evil entities from somewhere. I don't know exactly. Honestly, back then, didn't care about, you know, the game, like didn't care about the story. So long as the gameplay was good, nobody cared. You know, and that's what I think all games need to go back to, is that you need to have good gameplay to make a good game. The story is nice, but like unless you want to play like a story-driven narrative, it should not hinder the gameplay. Mario's one I cannot ever play without dying 7 million times. That's everybody though. Quake invented the grenade rocket jump. So much fun if you get it right. Yeah, that's true. Because it was the first game to have like a three-dimensional physics engine. And then Unreal fucking changed the game forever. Unreal, when Unreal first came out, oh my god, that like literally redefined everything. Unreal Tournament. Well, I think Quake 3 was the first official tournament shooter, right? And then Unreal came out and tried to top it, and it succeeded. Unreal was a great, like Unreal Tournament was great. I see so many people tear through Mario without the amount of effort I have. I'm so bad. Well, I mean, you know, there are different aspects of difficulty, right? And some people are better at certain games than others. You might not be good at platformers, but you might be good at shooters. You might not be good at shooters, but you might be good at platformers. You might not be good at platformers or shooters, but you're great at puzzle games, you know? So it's all a matter of what type of game suits you, like what your abilities are when it comes to playing video games. Because you're not going to be the master of every video game, right? Hell yeah, I love this. I love this song. Unreal Tournament, the first game I ever was able to wipe the floor with my opponent. Really? So you see, it all depends on the it all depends on your skill level. Like, and there's nothing wrong with, you know, not being able to play certain types of games. I love video games. I'm not great at any of them, but like mediocre at most. Hey, so long as you're having fun, it don't really matter. God, I remember Unreal Tournament 3, I think it was. That was a good game. So, you can obviously, like, for most people anyway, co-op is kind of much my jam now. Yes, I absolutely love playing co-op games, and I look for, the first thing I look for when I look at video games is, does it have co-op? Because I love playing games with friends. Single player games are fun, like, you know, Doom, but like, even with Doom, oh no, oh well. Even with single player games like Doom, you can now actually modify it to actually play co-op with other people. But of course, people who play Doom, who have actually, you know, played the original, know that I'm not playing the original, right? Because in Doom, you can only look left and right, but here I can look up and down, and that's because of the source port software that I'm using. I grew up in the arcade era, so I had to push to get good just to make my quarters last. Yes! One of the arcade machines that I used to play the most when I would go to the arcade was Time Crisis 2 and Metal Slug and Striker 1942. Those games I used to sink so many quarters into. And then they ported Metal Slug 2 to the PlayStation, and I fucking played the shit out of that on my PlayStation. Galaga's a good one. That's a good old classic too. It's funny because my dad, for Christmas one day, got me a little, like, you know, one of those little cheap Chinese 301 video game consoles in the shape of a Game Boy. He thought it was a clever little gift, and it wasn't that bad. but they've got some really, like, aside from the Chinese ripoffs and stuff, they also had the classics, like, you know, the Namco classics. So they had Galaga, they had Dig Dug, they had you know, all these classic games, Burger Time. So, you know, I had some fun playing that, you know, while I was in the freaking hospital. Carlos Eduardo. I can also tell you playing in software mode, because otherwise there would not be view warp when looking up and down. Yeah, I played a lot of Streets of Rage Remake. The original 3 are pretty popular classics. I've only played Streets of Rage 2 with my cousin, and that was because he had it when he bought his first Sega Genesis. I've never played the first one outside of emulation, and I didn't play the third one, even though I used sound skits from the third one on one of my videos with the laughing parrot. But I've actually never played any other Streets of Rage besides Streets of Rage 2. And me and my cousin, when he used to come over, oh my god, we used to freaking set up the Sega Genesis and just play the shit out of it. We would beat up everything. Me and him, we used to fucking play Sonic the Hedgehog, freaking Streets of Rage 2. We used to play Mario 3 on the Nintendo. Oh my god, we used to tear those games up. Wonder how fun Carrier Command 2 is going to be once multiplayer becomes a factor. They're adding like a PvP mode to it? That would be interesting. I actually need to get a small group together and play that again with a bridge crew. Because playing by yourself is it's really difficult. Because you gotta manage a lot of things, but yeah, it's clearly built for it, of course. But yeah, I need to get a bridge crew together. Unfortunately, Jacob Fennick, the one that I was playing with during the demo, doesn't have it yet. He's, you know, had a few bills that he has to pay, so I understand that. Might have a few people in another group that I could play with. Multiplayer is in co-op. Oh, okay. Alright, let's get this over. Oh, Spectre. Are you already almost done? No. I think I still have a few more stages to go. I have no idea how long this game is supposed to be. I think it's like 8 stages per episode. Is this your first time playing Classic Doom? Oh no, not at all, not in the slightest. I have played Classic Doom and Doom 2 God knows how many times, more times than I can remember. I just, after going through everything that I went through this entire month, I just wanted to fucking go back and play a good old classic game from my childhood. 3 episodes with 8 maps each, not including the secret maps. Yeah, that's what I figured. So probably like give or take like 9, maybe 10 maps. But I'm going to be playing this episodically, so once I'm done with Knee Deep in the Dead, I'm going to call it a day. And then maybe next stream I'll play the next chapter on the Shores of Hell. And then after that, maybe Inferno. I don't think I'm going to be playing through like the master levels of Doom, because those feel more like challenge stages rather than actual story stages. And I didn't grow up with those. Episode 4 is the more like bonus content, yeah. And that's pretty much what it was. I think if you read through the Doom wiki, they specifically state that episode 4 is just mostly like community-based maps that were created for the game that id Software wanted to put in. Damn it. But Doom modding is kind of crazy though. So many great. Yes. I try and stay away from modding as much as possible. What the hell? I try and stay as much away from modding as much as possible. The only mod that I actually went for was Brutal Doom, because Brutal Doom was like the mod, right? And it still is today. It's actually very impressive. But again, today I just felt like playing a good old classic. And yeah, I've also seen like people get creative with the Doom engine, making like, for example, there's this one mod that I saw where it was like a Sonic the Hedgehog mod, and it was like a 3D exploration type of open world type of game. That was really impressive. There's a lot of things you could do with this old engine. But, yeah. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh god, H-Doom. Sentius, come on. Bless you, I couldn't tell if that was a cough or a sneeze. It was a cough. Cart spinoff. Really? Interesting. Oh yeah, that's right! I saw another YouTuber that was playing it. It was kind of like a kart racer, and they had their own custom characters added in by other artists and stuff. That was pretty neat. Project Brutality is also a great upgrade from Brutal Doom, if you don't mind the content bloat. Interesting. Right now, I'm actually looking for a source port that can play Quake and Quake 2. Because all I want right now, like I own Quake and Quake 2 on Steam, and I also have the GOG versions of it, but they don't play the music. Like, the games don't play the music, and for whatever reason, Steam still hasn't fixed that. So, you know, what I want is to be able to play Quake and Quake 2 with the original music intact, because Quake 2's music was just absolutely badass, and it really made that game what it is. I don't know good ports for Quake, unfortunately. That's fine. I think I found one. It's just, it's probably going to be a bit of a workaround to get working. But, I'm pretty sure I'll find one. And when I do, I'm going to play the shit out of Quake and Quake 2. Because those two, next to Doom, were like my absolute favorite games to play as a kid. And the fucking music for Quake 2 was just the best. Absolutely the best. Alright, looks like I got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got about like 2 more stages, I think. Another game franchise I want to go back and visit is the Half-Life games. But I'm wondering if I should go back and actually play the originals, like Half-Life, Blue Shift, and Opposing Forces, or just dive right into Black Mesa and then just play through Black Mesa and then Half-Life 2. Because I gotta admit, you know, Half-Life 2, I loved playing that game franchise, but there are some level puzzles that are just so out of the way and obscure that it's easy to miss, and I'll end up spending way more time on it, trying to figure out where to go, and it's just, like, it might just be a huge waste of time. Whereas Black Mesa's a little more linear and direct. one thing I gotta say about the Half-Life games, they did an amazing job making you feel like you were actually going through these events. While Black Mesa is a big update, it's not a direct replacement unless you count the Zen levels. Yeah, I actually played through the entirety of Black Mesa. I streamed it on, I think it was called Mixer at the time. And unfortunately, I lost all that content once Mixer sold out to Facebook. But yeah, I actually played through Black Mesa, and the Zen levels were actually really good. Like even though people were so pissed off, like, oh, it's an incomplete game and the Zen levels and blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, but the Zen levels came out, and holy shit, they were really well done. Like it really it was a major upgrade from what the Zen levels were in the original Half-Life game. Don't want to get that chem suit just yet. That way's not open. Ow. Bastard. The horrible days before super shotgun spam. I know, right? I actually missed that about Doom 2. Just having the freaking double barrel shotgun and just blowing shit away. Like, hey, look, it's a room full of zombies. Kablam! What zombies? Fun times. I remember the Pinky Demons. These Pinky Demons as a kid used to scare the shit out of me. Because they were like back then, they were like the most menacing creatures that you could see in the game. And then I saw my dad fight the Barons of Hell. And I was just like, what the fuck are those? Was that the Barons of Hell or Hell Knights? I think it was the Hell Knights. Because the Hell Knights are the one that shoot the green, and then the Barons of Hell are the red ones. I remember this area when I was playing Brutal Doom with my friend Predator. I ran up this way, opened this door. He was down there, and as soon as the door opened, he shot a rocket right over my right shoulder, and it hit the wall right back there. And I remember staring at him like, really, dude? Really? Oh, okay, so the Hell Knights didn't become a thing until Doom 2. So then the two end bosses that we fight in Doom 1 here and Knee Deep in the Dead are Barons of Hell. Okay, cool. Plus now, if anyone is worried about too much gore, this is how the adventure of... What? This is now the Adventures of Square. Great free game based on the GZ Doom. What's that all about? Oh wait! Adventures of Square! We give stuff with paint guns and Uzis. Ah, okay. Didn't they make like a Chex cereal spin-off Doom game? Where it was like you were running around like as like Chex Man or whatever, like spreading cereal and shit and zapping people with remote controls. That was a weird game. I have no idea where I'm going. Here we go. Brutal Doom does work on Chex Quest. Ah, that's great. I just imagine Brutal Doom and Chex Quest just fucking zapping these green slime monsters with remote controls and just having them explode and erupt in fountains of blood. Well, that was stupid of me. Damn specters. Oh my god, I hate specters so much. Jeez. That is the first time that has ever happened to me in this stage. I've never gotten this low on health before. Wow. I really fucked up with that rocket launcher. Alright, I'm gonna try and get some health and then head to the exit. Alright, I'm full health. Fuck it. Alright, one more stage and then it's the end. funny because a lot of people they compared. A lot of people say that Doom is just an arena shooter. I disagree. Because in the game of Doom, the original Doom, 1997 or 1993, it wasn't that it wasn't that you progressed to a room and then were locked in a room and then you had to kill everything in that room in order to progress. It was you entered a room, there were monsters in the room, you wiped out the monsters of the room and then continued forward. You could leave at any time. You could, abandon the room at any time and come back to it later. But like with the new Doom, it's more like, oh hey, look, there's a gore pile there. And as soon as you activate it, you get locked into a room with all these monsters, and you have to clear them out in order to progress. That's an arena shooter. This, however, is more of like a. This actually felt like it had a sense of progression, There is a map pack called Knee Deep in Z-Doom, where they recreate the original maps. Nice. I remember for Doom, like Brutal Doom 19, like version 19, they had the original maps that you could play through, right? And then they had another mod called the Brutalized levels of Doom, which basically took all of the original levels from Doom 1 and Doom 2 and gave it their own little special twist. And those were actually really creative levels. I liked those a lot. Even the new Doom had segments with forward progress, with arena dotted around. Yeah. But I have to admit, the new Doom 2010, it did kind of feel more like it was kind of like borrowing from other, I forget exactly what other quote-unquote arena shooters I've played. But it did kind of feel like, you were locked in the room and you couldn't progress until everything was dead, right? Shit. I need to stay away from that window. And I need to be really careful. This was the one level I always had a hard time with. Shit. I'm gonna die. That was a cheap trick there. In the classic Doom, you can't look up, so it's like you don't really see it, but if you pay attention, that crawl space, they could just shoot right through. Fucking ah! Alright. Damn it. Wow, that was the first time I actually died in Doom 1. Alright, gotta be more careful. Stay away from the fucking window. Like, for me, the new Doom didn't actually start getting good until you actually went to hell. Then it felt like you had a lot more freedom of movement and stuff like that. That was just me. I've still yet to play Doom Eternal. Didn't I just say I was going to play a little more carefully and stay away from that damn window? God, I'm an idiot. Chewbacca just wants a hug. Where'd that come from, Shao? They always look like spiked Wookiees to me. Oh, the imps? Yeah. I don't know. Imps just look like really weird freaking biker guys to me. Ooh, excuse me, burping. Burping and belching. Had a big salad for lunch. Fuck you. I think I'll probably play an open GL next time. Wonder if that was what I was supposed to do to get here. Or if there was another way. Haha. Raven, you're playing on a source port. Don't you have a jump button? Yes, I do. But I'm trying to stay as true to the classic as possible right now. There's got to be a way to get in there. I just don't remember how. Damn, chain guns, miniguns, all that jazz. All right down there. Waiting for me. Well, I'm not sticking around. Alright, last stage. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yep, so 9 stages total so far. I walked right into that one. I remember when I was a kid and I finally played through this stage and I beat it. I was like over the fucking moon. I was like, oh my fucking god, I did it! I fucking did it! I also find it funny how the Barons of Hell were essentially like they were basically the Hell Knights, right? And then Doom 2 came along and the Hell Knights became like, the badass, creatures, right? Or the badass mini bosses. And then now in later Dooms, the Hell Knights are like, the enforcers. And then the Barons of Hell are like these big bad hulking beasts, behemoths. Alright, let's go ahead and end it here. Once you beat Big Badass and clean out the moon base, you're supposed to win, aren't you? Aren't you? Where's your fat reward and take it home? What the hell is this? It's not supposed to end this way. It stinks like rotten meat, but looks like the lost Deimos Looks like the Lost Deimos base. Looks like you're stuck in the shores of hell, and the only way out is through. To continue the Doom experience, play The Shores of Hell and its amazing sequel, Inferno. So there you have it. First episode down, knee deep in the dead on Ultraviolence. Only died once. Can't complain. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today, I think. Next stream, I'll probably do The Shores of Hell and get in on that. So thank you all again so much for watching, especially those who stuck around to the very end. If you like what you saw, hit the like button to let me know that you like what you see. Leave comments down below if you're just joining, if you're watching at a later date, and let me know what else you want to see me play. I'm in the mood for classic shooters right now, so Doom, Quake, Wolfenstein 3D, Return to Castle Wolfenstein, Half-Life, Unreal. Any games you want to see me play, any good old classic shooters, by all means, let me know in the comments and tell me what you want to see me play next. And if you guys want to see me play Brutal Doom, I think it was like version 21, I think that's out now. I'll go ahead and play the latest version of Doom as Brutal Doom as well. But yeah, nonetheless, I guess here's the part where I start to get a little sentimental. Guys, this entire month of August has pretty much been one big kick in the balls. I went into the hospital for 6 days because I was suffering from diabetic ketoacidosis. Came out 2 days later, my job fired me. A week later, my water heater breaks down. My grandfather, I learned, passed away while I was in the hospital. And then after my water heater breaks down, I just have a coughing fit that just absolutely destroys my lungs. Couldn't breathe, and put up with that for about a week, like 5 days before getting tested. And I find out that I'm COVID positive. And then after that, I pretty much stay in the hospital for another 4 days, during which, under observation, they find blood clots in my lungs. So that was a scary, that was something scary, but thankfully they caught it early. No, not too serious, didn't cause too much serious damage. After 4 days, they said that my body was adapting well to COVID, that the antibodies are taking effect, so I'm good on that. They said that my lungs were making a full recovery, but that I'll be on blood thinners for the next 4 months. So, they went ahead and they discharged me. So now it's pretty much just, I feel like I have like this new lease on life. Because let me tell you, man, when you can't breathe, it is the worst feeling in the world. And it's something we do every day and we take for granted. It's no fault of our own because it's just a subconscious thought to us. We breathe, we see, we hear, we taste, we touch, and we just kind of take that for granted through no fault of our own. So just, just when you feel like life is like really down and it's like beating the shit out of you and you're just at the lowest of the low, just take a moment and take a deep breath and just appreciate the fact that you're still breathing, because the little things in life sometimes are like the most fundamental thing that keeps you alive, and it's just something that we overlook every day. So just regardless of how you feel about everything that's going on with COVID, the masks, the vaccines, all that shit, I'm not going to sit here and tell you to get vaccinated. I'm not going to sit here and tell you to wear your mask. I'm not going to sit here and tell you to do whatever it is that I think you should do, because that's not my place. But I do want to say, please, whatever you do in life, however you choose to go about this, whatever you decide is best for you and yourself, please, please take care of yourself. And please just be mindful of those around you. Okay? That's all I ask. You do whatever you want. You want to wear a mask? Wear a mask. You don't want to wear a mask? Don't wear a mask. You want to get vaccinated? Get vaccinated. You don't want to get vaccinated? Don't get vaccinated. I don't care. Just please take care of yourself, okay? Anyway, that's my rant for the evening. Again, thank you all so much for watching. I'm your humble host, Raven800. I hope you all have yourselves a good afternoon, a good evening, and I hope to see you all on the next live stream or video upload. I love you all. Thank you all so much for your support when I was in the hospital. And, thank you all again for your good vibes. All of my good friends on Discord. Thank you so much. You know who you are. And thank you all so much, for just being there and supporting me in my time of need. You all have a blessed day. And I'll see y'all next time.